Legal editor Matt Gale loves to dine at this eclectic vegan spot. For brunch, lunch, and dinner, he heads to Lesbiveggies.
My name's Brenna Lambert. I'm the owner of Lesbiveggies. So me personally, I transitioned to a vegan diet because just for health reasons. I just wanted to kind of feel better, to, treat my body a little bit better. So that's my personal reason. And then the gluten-free came along as kind of like a secondary deal, just meeting the demand of what people were looking for, really. And that's really my goal with the menu and opening up the restaurant. I wanted it to be a place where if you enjoy good food and you just want to have a good experience, that's the whole reason why I'm here. So I just feel really comfortable getting into the kitchen and doing, honestly, what I love. At times it's stressful and you're doing a bunch of stuff at once, but overall, every time I come in there, I feel like I'm at home to an extent. I just want to kind of just cook it up, and just make things work. So I really want to highlight the catering business as well. I want that to eventually be as equally represented as the restaurant. Yeah, I just want people to leave kind of a little question mark in their head. I feel like that's kind of cool. Okay, maybe I had this cream cheese underneath the pancakes, but I don't know how that was made or what that was, but it tasted really good, and it was wholesome. And, I feel good afterwards, and I want to come back.
Matt, Lesbiveggies has something for everyone. Why did you pick it?
I love Lesbiveggies because I need gluten-free food. I have celiac disease, so it's very important for me that all of my food be very, very strictly gluten-free, which means every time I dine out, it's sort of a negotiation with the menu and the restaurant staff to make sure that there's something there I can eat. But at Lesbiveggies, everything is gluten-free, so I know I can order whatever I want. I don't have to sort of go through that kind of preliminary negotiation. I can just have a sort of normal restaurant dining experience, which isn't always accessible to me everywhere. Plus, the food is really, really, really good. So this sort of soul food, Southern flavor I remember from growing up in Virginia, and I love it.
You usually kick off your meal with the zucchini fritters.
I do. The zucchini fritters are actually on the entree menu at Lesbiveggies, and they are large enough to be an entree for sure. They're pretty big. It's zucchini and corn fritter, and the bulk of it is zucchini, but the flavor in it is from the corn. And then atop a sort of arugula and chopped tomato salad with a sriracha remoulade on top. Perfect entree, but I love it too much to wait, so I always have it as an appetizer.
Another classic are the cauliflower, buffalo wings?
Cauliflower buffalo wings.
Yeah.
They're also, again, portion sizes are huge. So yeah, they were basically not the whole floret, but cut and then battered and then fried with a lime sauce. It was so good.
They have other flavors as well, like the barbecue.
There's barbecue wings too.
It's
like a maple barbecue that's also really fantastic. So I'm not vegan, I don't need vegan food, but I love this vegan food, plus it's hard to find gluten-free fried food, so whenever I have fried fritters, fried cauliflower, fried everything off that menu. Yep.
The fried eggplant was delicious.
Oh, that's right, you had the eggplant parm.
The eggplant parm, yeah. It was perfectly breaded and fried right.
When it comes to eggplant parm, it can be a little finicky.
Yeah.
You can over fry it where it's too crispy on the outside and then the eggplant kind of turns to mush, or you can maybe not fry it enough and then it's too tough. How was the balance?
They have 2 eggplant dishes there, and I know you said you got the eggplant parm dinner, and I think that's great. What I would say, if you ever go back, get the appetizer, because it's the exact same eggplant, but instead of the gluten-free pasta, which is it's fine, but it's gluten-free pasta, it's fine, but it's not...
It's not pasta.
Right,
Yeah.
so skip that, more eggplant, and then they do this vegan cheese made out of almonds that is incredible. It's so rich and flavorful, you would not guess it's not ricotta and Parmesan. And that it's as much food as the entree, but for the appetizer.
Eric, how were the coconut curry noodles?
They were so good. They were really good. I liked the broth. I liked the sauce. The tofu was crispy inside the sauce.
And Matt, you had the Brussels sprouts, which had maple glaze, or what was that on top?
Do you like Brussels sprouts? When you go out to dine, I
do like Brussels sprouts.
I'm a fiend for Brussels sprouts. I always get Brussels sprouts whenever I can get them gluten-free. It's not always, but whenever I can get them available, because sometimes in a shared fryer with breaded fish and stuff.
I see.
Yeah, these aren't deep fried. They have this fantastic maple glaze, and you might think that's too sweet, but it's not.
Sweet?
It's got this smoky counterpoint, and perfect.
Lemonade and tea are another big thing, and both of you had tried the, what was it, wild blueberry?
Iced tea,
Yeah, and then they also have a blueberry pitaya drink, I think, that we had as well that's really good.
Oh, you sat outside, and Audubon, that's a cute little area. That's a nice little main street. What did you think?
It's great. There's a little restaurant right across the street. There's a brewery and distillery next door. Audubon has evolved a lot over the last 10 years, and it's really exciting to see Lesbiveggies sort of be part of that.
Eric, how was your dessert?
Oh my gosh, the brown butter peach cobbler was fantastic. It was actually very full for my meal, so I actually did take it home and ate it later, and it was still really good.
Was it a la mode?
It was a la mode. It came with a vegan ice cream. I don't remember what it was on the menu. I think it had blueberries in it, possibly, again with the blueberries. Yeah, it was a nice counterbalance with the peach.
How's the crust on the cobbler?
It was good.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah, because you're right, those gluten-free desserts sometimes
Right.
are kind of... it was more chewy than crusty.
Okay.
Which it can be, but again, you're right, if you're looking for that crumbly crumble that's on a cobbler usually, it's not that. It was more of a cakey style.
Okay.
But it was delicious.
Nice.
Roland, you had a little bit of a sweet breakfast treat for your dessert, the lemon poppy
Yeah,
seed
the lemon poppy seed
pancakes.
pancakes. Just the right amount of citrus. I like the poppy seed in it.
Yeah.
It's different. That give it a different texture on the pancakes. But yeah, it was a nice way to end my lunch.
I go there for brunch frequently. I always get the lemon poppy seed pancakes. And what's amazing about them is that gluten-free pancakes tend to be flat. A real problem with gluten-free baked goods is lack of chew.
Right.
So the inclusion of the poppy seeds to me is genius because they sort of make up for that. They give you that sort of chew sensation in the mouth that you wouldn't otherwise have from the pancake dough. So I don't know what they make of them. I will always eat them.
It's
Fantastic.
a modern marvel. Matt, this was your pick. Sum it up for us.
Oh, I love Lesbiveggies for sort of casual American innovative dining that's celiac safe, gluten-free. The entire menu is gluten-free. The entire menu is vegan. But it's the sort of food that you would not guess is vegan when you eat it and that you aren't limited to enjoying if you're vegan. I think that's sometimes a concern for people. In sort of a downtown environment where you can hang out and listen to the music from the brewery down the street and have a good time.
Roland, what are your final thoughts?
I think it's nice that Lesbiveggies stands out in Audubon. It was nice to test also myself with food that is a little different than from what I'm used to having, especially when it's vegan and when it's gluten-free. It was nice. It was nice to see how they would handle those restrictions, I guess, and how they can accommodate people, that seek out different flavors.
Eric, what's the big takeaway?
I enjoyed my vegan meal there. It was really good. I enjoyed everything I had. I thought the portion sizes were good. The smoothies were great too. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to try more because there's a bunch of things I didn't order this time, but I will definitely order next time.
Try out Lesbiveggies, located at 112 West Merchant Street in Audubon, 856-323-8458. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $15.